Me. I'm just trying to get one little thing set up, so give me a few seconds. You can't see me. So I will be here. I'm having some, not technical issue, but something is just not typing incorrectly, so I'm trying to figure out if I misspelled it or if I need a capitalization. So I'm looking at my little password book. I swear I'm here. Apparently this a little bit longer than anticipated, so WTF. Maybe it needs a capitalization. That must be it. It must be some silly little thing where I have to just type in one extra letter and then it'll be fixed. Oh, unless of course it means I didn't spell it right. Right? No? Okay. Thankfully, we have solutions in emails that will give me some kind of answer. Okay, that's that. No. Where are you? I just wanna get some kind of clarification. Okay, I think I can pop in now because... Oh, I just smacked the ever-loving crap out of my back of my head. I'll be here. I'm trying to type two different things. Either I'm putting two different words in the wrong place, but I'm sure I wrote it down correctly. Because, look, entirely to jump off of greeting and hellos, I really just don't care for digital password managers. I really don't. I mean, how many times have we come across any of these password lockers or passcode things, and then suddenly they're like, hey, your information's been leaked or something else, or part of it, or potentially, just like, if I can have it written down, that is great, because for one, I have it physically on my person, because what if my phone gets taken, and then I have no way to access the passwords? Sure, this again, same principle, if this gets taken away, I'm screwed too. I have to have it written down somewhere. I can't have it all digital. Even though my handwriting isn't the best, it has some embarrassing points to it. Literally, there has been a time where I've questioned if I spelt, what was it, an E or a 5 on something? Yeah. No, either it was an E, a C, or a 5. I couldn't tell the difference when I wrote whatever password was it, which this is what we're still looking for. Where are you? You were here like 2 minutes ago when I typed it, and now it's like, it wants to disappear from my information. Please. No, that's not that. That's not this. This isn't even... Wait, am I not even on the right email? That might be it. Yeah. Would explain my difficulties in finding the password again. Like, it's not even the right one. I forgot the word the. That was the only thing. In the middle of all the numbers and spacings, I just didn't put the word the. That's it. Now can you just give me what I need right now? So I really wrote it incorrectly. Oh my god. See? Can't trust my own handwriting because I will forget to write a word or something because I'm writing it as I speak it. So it gets jumbled where some words will get omitted from either what I'm saying or from what I'm writing. And it'll just be gone from existence because I will not have a recollection of saying it, and I won't have a recollection of writing it down. Okay, put that. What's the word I'm missing from it? No, it's this word, and I need to put you and that. That should be everything. Let me scratch that one out so I don't do that again. Wow. Okay, let's see if this actually wants to work because... Wait, what? No, come back. Just trying to type stuff. Gosh, Here I thought it was all ready to begin, and conniptions will pop up here and there for goofy stuff that had no business being incorrect. Let's see, I think this is correct. Please work this time. Unless it's that, could be you. No. But it has to. Okay, apparently this is having issues, so we will leave that be until another time when I can figure out why the heck that is having conniptions. Unless I just have to restart it, because I'm definitely a person who's like, hey, I forgot my password for like the 6th time in one single month. And that's why I definitely had to write stuff down so I could have it in some form so I knew when I would update it. But honestly, I should probably update this book. This book I've had... When was like the first entries I did? What is this paper? I don't know what this paper is. Ooh, wait, what? This actually sounds like a fun thing. Ooh, this is a quest idea I thought of. Because... Here, you can sit there a moment. With this tabletop RPG, I thought of a very cute quest to do as kind of a beginning quest that can start up a major storyline if you're playing in this. So pretty much this, it explains about how the characters would suddenly get a jar. You know, kind of like if you ever watched Inuyasha, the little jar they use for the Shikon shards. Big glass jar, big cork, plug it in. But essentially this jar would be like hand-sized grip. If anything, it would be like a hydro jug and have like an actual holder to it too. Besides that, it would be a jar. You could open, close it, put things in it. This jar, you would be collecting rainbow gems. Specifically, each gem would have its own shade of color, so you could use an array of the artistic colors out there. But once all collect together, they would form into, like, what is it? Prism shards. They would form into a uniformed way of showing a rainbow rock. It's like the logic of One Piece with the circle rainbow thing that was during one of the fillers right before Marine arc begins. But actually continue with it. You have this jar. It fills with all different kinds of colored rocks that form a rainbow. And that once this rainbow is formed from all these rocks, you would take it to this crazy volcano. Idea, Lord of the Rings, dumping all these rocks into it, it would form into a heartstone that is all the amalgamation of color into it, which would then be like an offering or power-up to the dragon of the world. I don't know which dragon I would want to give that awesome power to. Or we could flip it and have like the dragon actually be like become corrupted or something, but there's only like 5 lines in this little note, and that's everything I could think of for this quest. It's a lot of detail for tidbits of things, but the adventure itself, you would get to battle all kinds of weather dragons, you would go through all the different terrains, thinking at a point they would be able to fly into floating islands. That would be hella awesome, with the water shooting the opposite direction for reverse waterfall. It'd be pleasing to look at. So I need to keep that note. Obviously the question I asked myself was when I started writing in here. 2020. Wrong. I mean 2012. That's the words we're looking for. Good gosh, I forgot my numbers for a moment because we rambled into here instead of just going, hello, good day, everyone. Maybe some relaxing music would keep me a little less hyper. Even though I can't say that because literally I have a giant thing of coffee here, of espresso coffee, so I'm going to be interactive and energetic. Yeah, energetic. Whee! Plus, I mean, unintentionally we are Halloween today, but it's a nice shirt. It's cute, and this is airy, so we are aerodynamic. Because it was cold yesterday night, but it was warm today. But it's warm because both I'm drinking coffee. I just took a coffee scrub bath, which was wonderful. Honestly, I'm kind of a little sad I've got off the train of using the coffee scrub because it really just leaves you so freaking smooth. I just have to be careful when I use it on my face because, i.e., we just survived through a stupid month of eczema outbreak. And even just my skin on my face is just freaking particular. I do, but if I need this much coffee, no, but I'll just be awake. It tastes good because I put pistachio syrup in it. 2, it's already made, so I'm not gonna waste that. I can't really put it in the fridge because I already put milk in it and I can't reheat that. It will taste gross later. So we're stuck with a beverage that must be drink, and I will not be stopped. This will be chaos, and now my foot's itchy. And I mean, I should probably actually mention why we have this little freaking icon, because I was really digging my toes if I was going to use this little promotion sponsorship, but I mean, I'd like to give it a chance and see how I can work with it. Obviously, I do need to promote this. I didn't remember if that Twitter thing actually went through. I mean, I still have to do like 5 days worth of it to apply. Thank you, Tudu. I mean, if I don't get the money, it is what it is, because I haven't done any sponsorships yet, so this is me kind of stumbling into it and figuring it out as I go. What was the other thing that was supposed to be done with this? Don't know why I had to hiss, but maybe that's the coffee speaking. Hi, Bradley. We need to go to... What are you hitting the table for, my baby? Oh, yes, and you said something else too. I totally skipped that line, but... I mean, I remember personally, my mother would not want to handle me after I had some caffeine. I would literally bouncing in the seat with so much energy and excitement and just unfulfilled potential. Yes. Must give the baby some pets as well. Yes. Look at her in luxury. She has her own. She has 2 fluffy pillows to play with as well. I know, you're such a baby. What was the other thing we needed to click on? Ah, there we go. We needed to click on you. Right, I didn't remember to finish setting it up. I said I was gonna continue, but I was like, oh, funny me. Ah, there is more things I need to click on. My gosh. Henry. Oh, you have to add it to your panels. My gosh. See, this is why I shouldn't be doing this stuff at 2 a.m. and like, of course there's going to be things I miss. Not the overlay. Got that added. I did the campaign thingy. Your dog is so dramatic, Tudu. Would have seen it like online. People would just be loving and petting on their dog, and then just stop, and they just look like, dare you offend me now? Like, I had to stop petting for a moment. It's not the end of the world. If I go here, I'll be able to find it. Clickety click, click, click. There's a lot of steps to this. Aha. Click on this one. Copy this. No copy. I just need you to copy. Which means my dog hasn't barked after petting, but she has kind of like headbutted me afterwards and like, okay, okay. Copy this. Tricky that. What else do you have to click on? Unless, of course, there's something else. Overview, download the banner. Which this banner... I might as well show you the banner now since it's here. To the bongo we go. What's this? Oh, that's an entirely different browser. And we can close you, pop you open. Look at that. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to put this banner, unless, of course, they have another banner that is able to put on my Twitter page. Pretty sure this could... No, this would be too big for it. But pretty much, HelloFresh, which... In total, I've tried HelloFresh 2 different times for like their... What is it? Their first... Was it 6 boxes or something? I know it was a week's worth of food I tried on 2 different points. One with family and another time during the start of college. Both times, I enjoyed the food, it didn't make me sick, and I've never complained about it before. Yes, I haven't. It's best to do this at least a few days before the start. I mean, I will give it a go, but let's see. Copy, download, add it. So it is supposed to be part of my panels. So let's go do that. We will make sure things look nice on this, and I will figure out whatever else I'm supposed to click on. Oh, your dog's a little princess. Which, I mean, it's cute when it's like, hey, they get what they want. Because they're adorable, they're sweet, and when they're not being chaotic and destructive, it's just a good time for everybody. But where's the other thing? I know there's something else I needed to type on. Review, thank you. I was looking like, where's my information? They have a slideshow? Bro, when did they give me a freaking slideshow? You branded for entire duration. In-stream banner for entire duration. Hyperlink for entire activation term. HelloFresh chatbot we did. 1 per 15 minutes for entire duration. Timed outside. HelloFresh. HelloFresh and at in-stream for title for entire duration of the sponsored broadcast. Which means I can make sure to remember to do that. Fresh, which I just put it as HF because I really don't want to spell out that many words. So like a little tired on that. Chatting it up. That doesn't even spell the word chatting. I am so sorry, me. I feel the energy in my fingers. I will leave it as that. I mean, it's not for the full duration, but still. Add on extra time, and I just do 1 more stream on top of that, and that will balance out the numbers. Hey! Just do need to post that, select you. Twitch streams and hashtag ad. Gotta make sure I get a little bit better with using Twitter. I'm not a person that cares to be on Twitter unless I'm looking up cursed memes, honestly. Is there anything else you need to be putting? Because it says 2, but it doesn't give me any other answers on that. Or at least 3 talking points. Obviously, there's a code, which it's very funny that they were actually able to use a code that has the word POG in it, so HelloFresh actually knows what it's doing by promoting, especially to streaming community who wants good food that can be served quickly and could be healthy yet delicious. So every time I've ate any of HelloFresh's food, well, I mean, none of the food was really actually spicy, so it doesn't give you enough oomph, but it had good flavor to it. I mean, can't hate on that. Wait, what? I did not know they had festive fair food. Ooh. Like, this actually makes me want to go back in time and get this for, like, Christmas. Ooh, maybe they had, like, some kind of infusion for Thanksgiving. Or even Halloween. Could you actually get dessert from HelloFresh? Sounds like it would actually be pretty tasty. Should have probably read this a bit more, but we did the things. We copied the overlay, the banner. I mean, yeah, we already modded Stream Elements. My gosh, it thinks I'm that much of a noob. Ha ha ha. Oh, you wanted me to hyperlink it. I understand. I'm super late on that, but mistakes were made. Go to the panels. Did I actually change my live time? I never changed it. That is definitely a problem. I left it still Thursday. I am not going to be here Thursday because I work Thursday. I do know I'm going to come back next Tuesday. So let me save that setting. And I did want to play the quarry today. Like, I was figuring I could just have a chaotic time in it and see what goes down. Did want to show some of the art I did yesterday. And we can finish up editing some clips and listen to some cute autumn music on the side. What should we actually play in the background? We can scan that down just a tad more. There we go. Beautiful. Like, I guess you put it here and just click on the image panel. Add that. Add you. I'll be able to put the whole thing. Yeah. Oh. I did not know you could actually just scan in a giant photo and it would still work. The more you know. The more you know. That. There, we'll submit on those. Oh, it's bugging out on my side. Hopefully it goes back to normal because I see I'm pixelating a lot. Maybe I need to refresh it. Give it a second. Am I here? Do I exist? Oh, it seems to be working. Okay, so I'll leave it be for now. I got those. What page are we on? We're on page 6. Social posts. I need to do that. Egg. At. Guess you just put on that one. Image assets for social. Just want me to take pictures of things I ate, or just be like, hey, or I could Photoshop myself with a box. That'd be funny. Copy. Use. How many words am I at the max? No, I'm not at the max for that. Will I spell everything correctly? Hopefully. 7. Which, I mean, 21 meals. And that they're free, so wouldn't that be like the first or 3 or 4 boxes then of the equivalent? Because each box had quite a bit of items in it the last time I ordered from them. Huge fish, free shipping! Which is really weird that shipping now is just seems like it's supposed to be a bonus, even though it just seems like it's the baseline for everything now, unless something's required to be sent with extra money insurance. This would have been smarter if I typed it in my computer. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made on my part on all ends. But what was it? I almost missed a freaking payment yesterday. It was raining. I couldn't find all my puzzle pieces because I spilt the box just by simply nudging a corner of the box, and it just flew everywhere. Even after sweeping everything, it was just a mess. I'm like, well, hopefully I found them all. Even though I scooped it all together, started putting them in the box, it's still really messy to find everything. I think I got it typed. No, I'm missing an S. Nah. But pretty much today, I do want to do... I was thinking Frail Hearts, but like that game might take me a little too long to play it in one sitting right now. But the Quarry, I remember most of the choices I need to do in order to succeed or fail, so I can pop through it pretty good. I need to make a space. That's not the right space. But obviously we're going to be making bad decisions in the Quarry, because I want to see that one specific ending for guy with baseball cap. His name's not Ethan. Dan? No, Jacob, right. His name is Jacob. Which, I am so surprised how many ways they let Jacob die very quickly, very painfully throughout the game compared to everybody else, which is crazy to say because we've seen what happens to some of the characters, but it's just a little wild that they target him specifically for that. Many bad endings compared to logically bad endings where it's like, hey, you messed up this is gonna happen, compared to, hey, you're swimming, you're gonna drown. Like, why? Do I need another space? Oh, I put the space in between that. Wow, I cannot read. I think I put everything. It looks correct. If I need to fix something, I can come back at another time. So we'll just tweety deets that because it is what it is. Put you up. I think I have everything. I mean, obviously, do not be a bad person, as there are do's and don'ts. Do not do this. I mean, obviously, royalty-free music. Yeah, do not give out personal information. Why am I gonna do that? I don't want to get hurt. Trademarks. Public. Do anything dangerous? Competing brands? Gosh. just imagine the kind of shade somebody has to do to be like, so I'm sponsoring by this person, but I'm gonna talk about this instead. Like, how angry someone has to be at a company just to be like, look at this other thing, blah, blah, blah. Like, just feel the rage coming off their body. An appendix, talking. Ooh, oh, they have talking points. The deliciousness. You don't have to read these verbatim. What even is on the HelloFresh delivery site right now? Because it actually might be good to have that like during Easter week. If they have something actually cute for Valentine's Day week, would actually be cool too. Oh wow, they have all these other things. Huh. Nice to sing. Huh. Thanks. Alright, well, I think that all makes sense. I will save that over there to the drive. That way I can stop being distracted by things. But actually, let's pop over here. 07112. I mean, no viewers technically, but I'm present. I'm not gonna do a backflip because this is the space I have to operate with currently. But I mean, I can be like, or it can be like, look, fighting animal plushies, which not even fightings. Right. Actually finish up because I keep spreading over the conversation of HelloFresh. I was questioning what they were going to have on their plans, and then we could go into my artwork and stuff, and we'll proceed on. I need to go to Fungies. Actually, not that screen. Is that timed out correctly? No, it is actually timed out correctly. Cool. But anyways, Chrome. That. Well, you are way too big on the screen. Why are you gigantic? Fit to screen. Awesome. So I guess with the promotion, it actually gives you a few more because on the site itself, it's 18 plus the 3 gifts, while this one's 21 free meals. What's different? Now currently they have, ooh, carrots. I love pickled cucumbers. Rigatoni bake, ooh. Well, it has pickle crust, so it'd actually be crunchy. Though I'd want to probably add a bit more seasoning to it, like paprika or something, just to oomph it up. It actually looks good. Honey chicken. I know it way in the past, like back in 2013 when I tried HelloFresh for the first time, they had something else with honey chicken. It was like honey chicken wings that I tried. I remember that. That was a good ass meal. I can say for certainty the food tastes delicious. They actually give you a good portion of the rice. So I mean, this plate size, it's realistic. I mean, thankfully you can take out the pork because I just don't care to eat it. I don't care for how it tastes. I don't care for the texture. It just doesn't do it for me, so we can eat that off. Even though the honey thyme part sounds good and the broccoli looks good, but not the pork, nah. Creamy lemon spin. Ooh. This actually, no, I wanted to go back. Let me see the picture. That actually looks legit good. Spinach ricotta ravioli. Garlic. That's too little garlic. You need like 3 more heads of that. Come on. Don't be stingy. But obviously they want you to taste the lemon. Too much garlic, that's gonna disappear. Ooh, you get some veggie stock with it too. Right. They're being pretty nice with the cream cheese. Do they mean to put the cream cheese like in the sauce, or they're telling us to put the cream cheese into the ravioli? Because that's not something I usually do with my food if we're using cream cheese, but okay. I'll leave that for later when we look at something else. Obviously, I will get too hungry and then I'll have to pause a little bit earlier than I anticipated. Let me just pop you off the screen. And right. We'll go back and I will show you my art. That was the whole point of being here. I'm like, hey, this is why I wasn't on yesterday. And here is what I did yesterday. Pardon me. Out to the cavern. Just so freaking cool having this under the bed little place. So I could be a little gremlin. Let me put that note back on here. This is like a gift that I want to give somebody. Let me move my coffee so you don't slam away, but it actually looks kind of funny upside down. It's like Squidward chin. Oh my gosh. Like if you just remove the little heart, this could be the Giga Chad Squidward. Oh man, I've made a discovery. But anyways, this is the actual painting, which, I mean, this was done with $2 watercolors and a $5 poster board, but what it means and for how it's glowing, I think this was a good job for a kind of Valentine's little precious memory kind of thing. I need better tape because this note is not sticking on the back. But this was a lot of fun. So what was it? Did some watercolors yesterday. And these colors, they're actually pretty pigment. I mean, look at the yellow. That's freaking bright. Able to use the green in a good consistent way that makes it look like the grass, even though it's pretty much me kind of smearing that green around. Really like doing the background for this because there's some shades of blue in there. Got to speckle it. Plus, if you look very carefully, there's the constellation of Hydra on this side. There's Orion's belt over here, because they're little black dots I set up in kind of organized style. Got the moon up here glowing. That I was put in very last minute, so I'm surprised it came out decent. Even though it's a very tiny little moon, but maybe we're looking more at the ground in perspective. Itty bitty little moon with the big, vast, empty sky. Would have loved to put some clouds. Not really sure how I could put clouds in here now. Unless I take like tuffets of fluff and like stitch it in. Possibility, but I could ruin this if I keep trying to add on. And my handwriting. That's the biggest thing. My handwriting looks nice. I took precise movements to get my handwriting looking pretty on here. Simple, easy peasy. Obviously, we have a video I was still editing of the time I was painting, so we will skedaddle over there as well. Can you stick on here, please? Because you are supposed to stick onto paper. Alright? Alright. You go back in your little cubby, and I disappear a moment. So I'm not quite short enough to use this area quickly. I mean, it has storage for my VR headset, a lot of my writing, my knitting material, and I mean the very far boxes, little cubbies, are for like storage of like Nike box for headphones. Oh my gosh, I never showed my awesome shoes that I took the time to get. I mean, I have two different kinds, but hold on. Look at these. I mean, don't look at the bottom. I've already walked in them, so don't get that super pissed at me, but look at these. Which is funny, oh my gosh. I should wear these today. I'm matching with my shirt. These, I mean, never before did I get excited about like the brand of these, but I saw the color and I really wanted this color because I love orange. I mean, obviously Halloween, baby. It just fits. But then if it's muddy outside still, I don't want to get it ruined. But anyways, these are the cool shoes I got, which was like 2 months ago. So it's been a bit. But the other shoes I finally purchased because I want to give heels a chance as well. And they're sturdy, because if they were smaller heel size, I would start to feel like I was collapsing, but this is something new to try. Alright, proceeding on from that side story about shoes, which I've learned to be more careful with my shoes. I realize now, like, I would run down my shoes down to breaking point. I mean, for the most part, it was tennis shoes. What is it? There was another, like, orthopedic soft brand. Not lugs. Heads? Like another, like, penny loafer looking style shoe that we would always wear because they were easy. Rocket Dog. That's what the brand was called. Right. Let's see. We can move on to back to bongo screen. We just can't sit on one screen for too long, or I'm gonna start to get stir crazy. Oh, I played some more of Needy Streamer Overlord. I mean, Overload. Sorry, I don't know how to say the difference between the two words. But this game is a lot of fun. Needy Streamer. I think at this point I've like achieved one of the generic endings where you could ignore her too much. You could just go to normie lifestyle again. I did get the really wacky ending where she becomes insanely successful and ditches her Peachan manager, and the ending got super aggressive. But apparently more endings have been added to the game, so I have more things to build up to. Kind of the trailer alluded to her becoming like a cult leader, kind of in-game, where if you raise up her conspiracy stats too much. I'm pretty sure there's another one where she can become a gamer girl, a fashion icon, maybe just do like gag sponsorships. I'm sure another one there's going to be dealing with all the heavier topics on trying to keep her awake more, or if she crashes. I'm still wondering what ending number 1 would be. So far, all the endings I've received are on the far right hand of the ending list tracker, so they seem perhaps further right, they get more dark endings. If you go further left, they're more successful endings, perhaps? You never know. But that's something, playing that. And, you know, since it's a game that's a little too dark at times, I figured, let's not have that on stream itself. And really, I just bought the game for myself because I like the color of it, the aesthetic, the music. And I'd like to take my time and explore the different endings through several trial and errors. Did get bad faith, so that's another one that will be played at a good time and point. Who knows when that time and point is? If not streaming it, we will definitely record it. Which does come into question. I need to pull up that. Where's my CapCut? I am so happy this freaking CapCut thing is now available on the computer instead. Here, pop you over there. And we're not messing with this, not messing with that. These are all deleted files. Working on this one. Okay, I was like, okay, don't crash on me. Yes, we have a lot of different things we've added so far. But this way I can finish it, drink my coffee, and get ready for the quarry, for the shenanigans. Because right now it's about 12 degrees Celsius outside, so it's comfortable. I don't need to worry about it. I do have laundry to take care of soon because just my bed felt not stale, but didn't feel refreshing. Maybe just the lavender smell was diluted too much, so put it in the wash, get that cleaned. It'll be nice and ready for this week, and I won't have to worry about doing it at the weekend, so good job to me for future me's sake. Now, how far did I actually get to edit? I see a lot of time that I'm playing on the screen. Oh no, here we are here. Delicious coffee. Really? Is that really timed correctly? I guess time is actually moving faster for me. I mean, I was able to sleep in today. Still was able to clean, let the dogs play. I even got my breakfast ready. And still I had caffeine late. It's just a good start to the day without any issues. And yes, we have a Shrek little icon, so be prepared when you see that goofiness as well. My audio, Spotify, you can scoot up. I don't know why it was low on my side. Weird. What is playing? Jaded Satire. Our people. I like it. It's a good little song. Okay, let's see how everything went down, because I think the first 10 minutes I can work on. So most of the painting I probably can snip it down and not have to deal with it too much. We'll scoot that, make it quiet. So, I mean, I want to start with the little stream start. I'm way too in love with that gray jacket. That's why I tried to dress very differently today, because I'm wearing it too much. I'm gonna burn it out. Freaking question marks. I thought it was funny, but not everyone else is gonna enjoy my Mimi sense of humor. get bit again? No, I just have eczema on my legs. And probably I should figure out how to change the light so I don't have this effect going on where it goes super dark and then super bright. Probably put auto captions. So I actually do talk quite a bit when I'm streaming. Yeah, pretty much this half of it, I'm talking a whole bunch about my books. Pronunciations. Fantasy. That was funny, hold on. I'm sorry, that's such a funny phrase. Okay, scooting on. What was that? Oh, Elmo and French fries. Okay.
Yep.
That's everything there. We got to here. Past there. My gosh. That's already... Okay, so we did get to the painting. Excuse me, what was that face? I need to use this as the screen. Oh my god, this is funny. How do I... Here, if I scoot in it a little bit closer. That's hilarious looking. I need it. This is perfect. Here. Print screen. I want to use this. This is... If anything, should I be Kirby trying to consume something or blasting something out? Well, if I do that, what other icon could I use? I said we were gonna edit, but apparently I'm just gonna continue to do other things. Where is it? Okay, my pictures, my screenshots. Is it here? Beautiful. Okay, let's edit that and we'll crunch it down. I'll keep the purple in line. That way we can have the stars and we'll save that as the official copy. I could write something on the this is a perfect placement. What would be good? I mean, I gotta think about what I could put this as the caption. I mean, obviously we're doing painting. I could always put the book cover on it and I could get face that way. Think of my ideas of what could be the perfect use for this clip. Look at that. Already I did something productive. Let's see. So this is obviously me flipping through a lot of stuff, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Getting ready to start painting. Ah, here it is, when we finally have the second perspective. So I do need to scoot that a little bit, that way it fits in frame. But is it going to be necessary? Because it's going to make people a little confused every time they have two different camera angles at once. I mean, personally for me, it bedazzles my brain. Okay, so we got it painted down. And then I gotta figure out where I can fast forward everything. I mean, this is blah, 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 getting fast. We start thinking of ideas. We can spend way too long trying to get that paper clip. Staple back into the painting. Yada yada yada. We start sketching, which I learned wasn't the smartest thing to do because I didn't wax line it to avoid getting paint on it. So then I had to spend a bunch of more time erasing it afterwards. So that was a lot of effort for something I wasn't prepared to start. Oh, this is when we finally start painting. But then I had to turn it and start just... Which honestly, the brush sucked. And then we ran off at some point and we went to get a makeup brush. Oh, you can't really see it, but here, if you scoot back, you can see Briley. Oh wait, I'm in the way. No, I'm in the way of the most important mark. You can see Briley over there, kind of just hanging out, doing her own thing. You're scooting, you see her just chilling in the background, and at just some point she decides to lay her head down. Just boop. Gosh, little Briley, she's been so sweet back there. Just patiently awaiting. Oh, and then she touches down to the pillow. Except she's not here now. She's over there taking a nap today. Yeah, I can scoot my face back. Back into the corner I go. What else we're doing? We're doing some more... I think I was brushing or something. Yes, we started using that makeup sponge to get more of the space covered. So, ooh, and this is when I start spackling. This was the really fun part. We just popped on all these purple marks whenever we fast forward. Yes, look. Pop, 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 pop. That way we could get that little whitish glow around those spots once I wiped it away. And we added some yellow. Or was this black I added? No, there's the yellow. I knew it was somewhere here. Oh, and then me getting super angry and couldn't figure out how to draw the lumpy silhouette in the background. Just need to review a lot of the talking and see what I can just cut out. I mean, for an art drawing thing, I shouldn't have to take over an hour to finish it. I didn't really keep the stars. Even though you're seeing that, the stars did not last for a long time. Figured out the stars, that. Spent so much on just the top half of this. That's where I really put my love and dedication. There's a big chunk of that view I don't need because afterwards everything's done. A very close up personal dabbing of the yellows and stars. Oh, that's actually a good little shot of that area. Surprise. That. It's actually kind of fun to see it over again, besides when I started recording it. Alright. I mean, probably like an extra 10, 20 minutes, and then I'll have this wrapped up. That way I can post it later today. Let me just go back to the home page. Pop out that. And let's drink some more coffee before we begin. Everything happens in one night, so I guess they don't really have to worry about truly being like a survival game compared to Until Dawn. Oh, look at that. It pops me right in. 100 options each week. Oh, wow. The discount as soon as you take it away. This is pretty significant. Yeah, there's chaos of noise. I know. Bear with me. But here, now we'll be quiet for a second. We don't need that. I would like to look at it without all the barrage of things. Thank you, HelloFresh. We have pescatarian. Quick and easy. Though I do appreciate that they have that swap the protein and sides. Because especially some people have allergies and they can't eat certain things. Oh, you can click on more than one. Oh, so you can have a variety of different things. Can you click on all of them? Well, look at that. You can click on all the preference and just be like, give me it all. Which I mean, how many people actually go through and be like, I want it all. I want the veggies. I want the fish. But it looks like my stream is going patooies again. So we'll give that a few seconds. We're gonna go out with the red because we would like to proceed on without it crashing on me. Oop. Okay. Let me take away that other barrage of music too. Okay, so everything's crashing on me. Fantastic. Just the kind of work I want to do today. Ooh. I mean, yeah, we were just talking about, like, freaking HelloFresh and eating. That was the other thing. Oh my gosh. I kept getting weird phone calls. Like, the past 2 days. Oh my gosh. I just couldn't get to work. Just chaos. Chaos was happening. Because even from what you could see, things were crashing, crapping out. Just trying to. Apparently, the power of HelloFresh is too mighty for my internet, which kind of eerie because literally they had someone come by, check the water. At the same time, everything was going kapoots with streaming, so like, were they doing something? I don't know. It was just irritating. Like, come on. I'm trying to do my work, but hey, it is what it is. Just gotta live and learn. We're gonna have oopsins happen here and there, but you know, it gave me a chance to take the dogs out, clean out anything that was in the computer that could have been causing the issues, refresh the little stream elements thing, make sure I had everything plugged in right. I was like, I can't use the internet, might as well do everything on the backside, techie side, and clean it up. Just pretty much that. I mean, I made myself granola milk oatmeal as well, which pretty much just looks like baby food, but it tastes like lemons, so it's delicious though. It's just a delicious medley of citrus and comfort of like warm, milky cinnamon almond flavor as well. It's a basic meal that if you're feeling like icky or bad or under the weather, this could just tide you over. But for me, It's just a good little lunch because I mean my morning was protein heavy. Do need to probably squeeze in some greenery in a bit. That way I just get that in there earlier in the day. Yeah, who knows? I mean, I got. Why am I thinking 12? No, 4. 4 hours. Silly me. Can't keep up with the times. But it is functioning now, everything on my side for... Okay. That was a very interesting song to start playing on my computer. What is this? What is playing? Slept In? Is that legitimately on the jazz playlist? Ooh, a new podcast. Ooh, I need to save these. I like this. What is this? Saving Minds? Let me keep that. Okay. Besides me saving that on the end. Oh, cute. So it's like a... I don't know. 8-bitty, chill, lo-fi kind of sound that I'm getting from here. I like the sound. Ah, there's why it was so loud. I was like, why is it so astronomical in my ears? Because I tweaked it. Oopsie boopsie. Okay, my good music's on. Could get my little frustrations out about why everything decided to go into the trash. I'm a little concerned. Maybe like the stream elements thing, it promotes that tag way too much on the offline. But I mean, it's there in case someone needs to see it. I can deal with it. Oh yeah, is there another tag I need to put in there? I should probably put another tag just in case. Just for the verification of like, hashtag promotional things. There we go. Beautiful. Where did we even end up? I mean, I showed my painting stuff that I was feeling excited that I was creating. I talked about needy streamer overload. How I'm enjoying that game. And I mean, another thing that's on my computer is the Path of the Midnight Sun. Now that's a game I got really hyped at the start of October to play because there was the demo. And I want to present my reactions to it, but I wanted to give it some time for one, bug fixes, patches, the initial run through of the game. And then I would come into the game after that first excitement could chill out, because for one, there's a lot of streamers in that section who played the game first and had their good time. I just want to play the game personally for myself, but it's a really fun game to play for stream, so kind of like balance it out of when I would enjoy it fully and not feel like stressed to push it out at a certain point, so I could take away that burnout effect. So I mean, that is a game that does fall into games we're going to play in February, because there is the option of romance in the game. Don't know how far they spell into that, besides just you can partner people up and have battles and strengthen up their conversations. It did look like you get some adorable CGs, so that'd be nice to view. I don't know how many options, because it said it had a bunch of adjuncts you could have. Now's the question, will they lay into the story, or if they're just separately there for their power? Who knows? We'll find out when we find out. But I do want to record and publish out a video of error 1-2... error visual novel 1-2-3-4, I think it was. The whole enemies to lover game. That premise sounds fun. You see plenty of animes, but I don't see a lot of video games that pull on that enemies to lover path successfully without it being not a game. Like, for some reason they use that kind of premise a lot in that, but not in the wholesome tags. So, I mean, there's Taylor's Tale that has a villain in it, but not an enemy, so something different. And as I'm consuming my food, this would be a good time to do a little explanation of why we have this little POG HF tag for the promotional of the 21 free meals. Since it's a subscription service in order to get green-friendly set of not pre-made, but portion packaged meals that you can easily prep and cook and present as a meal or snack. Because it kind of just depends on your portion size for your foods. But if we click on to that and bring our screen over here, we can explain about what is HelloFresh. It saved all the information I clicked on last time. No, we're not doing any coupons right now. We're just presenting it as is, where you have two different options of the portion sizing of 4 to 2, which honestly, if you wanted a whole bunch of food to stay in your fridge, because there's an option of freezing stuff and using it later, like if you did 4 people using recipe of 6 for $90, the first box, it's actually pretty significant of how much going to the grocery store and trying to get all this stuff proportioned out and recipes and taking it all home. So this is coming all to your door. And as I remembered the last time we set it up, I was in an apartment, so I was able to plan and select the date and the range of time this would come to my door. Doesn't mean I was in an apartment, which it wasn't in the best area, so I needed to make sure it would get into the house quickly so I wouldn't lose my stuff. And it was pretty successful. I didn't have any issues. I was able to be home that day and bring it in. It did come with like a freezer chill bag, so stuff would stay safe in the temperature zone. I do wonder if they actually sure, there's the pescatarian option, but I've never tried the fish stuff from here. I'd be curious to see what kind of food they have for pescatarian specifically. No, I would like to look at the menu list, please. Oh, you can make a custom. Look at that. Oh, hello. This one guy, Chris. Hello. How are ya? Look, let me not knock the table. And again, I'm trying to figure out where I go to look at the menus. Where can I see the menus and the details? Right, I need to look at the recipes and things that they've done in the past. You doing okay? It's good to hear. I mean, we're having conniptions here with internet going up and down, up and down. A good thing you're having a good day. Me? I'm both trying to eat my food, but then being tempted by all the stuff on the screen for this subscription type stuff. Ooh, mozzarella crusted chicken. Potato wedges, well, sounds good and all, but I would want the potato wedges more crispy than soft. Okay, so you can sympathize when you're trying to do stuff online, either when it's trying to download something, trying to log into accounts, and the internet's just throttling you out. You're like, what can I do? Because there's only so many times you can unplug before it's just you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs like, okay, I'm gonna have to go do other activities till The interwebs want to control themselves once more. Hey. Wait. Winner chicken orzo dinner. Were they intentionally trying to be funny with this? I mean, it looks good. Some rice. Hey. It's a good picture. Apparently it's in their Hall of Fame, so you can be noted of what's very delicious. And it lets you know about the difficulty level, but whose difficulty level are they rating it by? I mean, I know I'm pretty competent in cooking. Now it's the question, do they have a video you could watch to review it? We get it, you want to tell us, but hey. Ah, okay. Instructions, they give you a picture, so this can't be too difficult to return to. Wait, they have cookies? Never have I ever did I remember if they had sold cookies. They have treats? They have snacks on here? What? Like, legit, I did not realize there would be treats on here. I mean, I see food. Ooh, fried eggs. Okay, sweet Southwest potato fritters. You can get house rolls? What? Egg bites. Oh, so you could have breakfast things. Ooh, I mean, not the caramelized onion bit. I am absolutely despising on onions. Thanks, Chris. I mean, honestly, if I'm actually honest, the only reason I changed to this fancy mic is because I wasn't checking my settings in OBS, so I thought my old mic was throttling me, making my voice sound like shit, but it was because I just kept having my settings reset themselves, so all my filters weren't being used. But I still have the other mic I can use at any time, but this is colorful. It has the little muffler thing on it. Thank you. I mean, I have an interesting sounding voice from what I get told. I kind of want to make sure it's projecting well, but is not too obnoxious. Even I've done the work, I've done the time to make the sound that I have pretty good. I mean, it's not superior, because there's some people who have flawless sounding voices plus using a crisp mic. That would be a nice thing to do in the future, because in the past I had a lot of fun doing ASMR videos. Even though mostly they were the demented kind, it was still fun to write up the dialogue and try to add sound effects in the background. I should do a stream where it's just me either performing an ASMR or creating one and play it out at the end. I mean, that all could be combined in one project. That is an idea. I will keep that actually. Since we're already here, I should probably actually note that down in the sparkly journal of streaming. Games, I have things that are still here. Yeah. Mentions of ASMR, edit, and play idea. This would be a good one to perform. I could. Ooh, that would be fun. I could make one for, what is it? April Fool falls on a weekend this year. That would be fun to do. I have plenty of costumes I could wear that would add to the appeal of it. Plenty of different background music that would set the tone. Plus, I could change my lighting, because I have one effect that has everything turned stroby red. It'd be cool to try out that. So, 20. This will be on our new page of new ideas that I want to try. Because the other page is all the video games that we will eventually progress through further and further. Now, if we could close the book again. I have so much space in this journal to write in. But it still makes sense to keep like a journal of this so I can come back to these ideas time and again. I'll put my pen back here. We did have some more things we needed to look at HelloFresh to examine it, because they showed us dessert for one thing. And then they showed us bread we could make, which, is it already loaves that are ready, or do I actually get to make loaves of it? But yes, you are right, Chris. ASMR does do significantly well through Twitch and through YouTube and through TikTok as well. I mean, depending on what kind of sounds soothe or stimulate the brain, can affect the whole rest of your day, or put you to sleep, or even give you something else to think about if you're stressed or just need background noise for a boring day, if anything. Okay. Oh, does not. You just get to preheat. Oh, I would have really enjoyed if they would let me bake the bread, though. But again, the reality is baking bread is a process that is going to take more than 5 minutes. But maybe that is an option in the future where they give you the ingredients to bake bread, because then you could add flavorings into it. You could add cardamom, you could add a little bit of cinnamon. What would be, you could dab some vanilla. You could make it taste like oranges. You could put cranberries. Ooh, that would be fun. Yes. And it's all good. Everyone has a different particular like and dislike. Because for me, even though I play some first-person shooters, I just don't really care for the group chat setting. If someone's streaming Twitch and they have a bunch of other people talking, I can't do it. If it's one single person doing their little pew 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 in the game, I'm cool with it. Maybe it's just because then it feels like there's too many people in one room and like, it's too crowded. Move. I'll see you. Where's the rest of the recipes? Because that was the whole thing about looking at this. Oh, they have gift cards? What? I'm curious, how much could you put on each gift card? Hall of Fame. Again, they have that pork stuff and I'm really not a fan, but I can remove it if I don't care for it. Turkey burgers. The burgers I've had from here were always good. Little ears. Parmesan chicken. Ooh, they have specialty things that are great for date night. These are really pretty plates, though. I've gotta hand it to them. Ooh, potatoes. Quick meals. Sesame beef tacos. Oh, you can look it up by different difficulties, the dietary. They have this very streamlined, their website. Inspiration. Scrumptious. Turn good recipes into great recipes with herbs. Yeah, the times they've sent it, the herbs would be packaged pretty decently, so you'll be able to find that. Hey! Appreciate the follow. This one guy, Chris. I almost try to switch the words on you. But I appreciate the follow, as we're keep looking at more and more food, even though I'm just having a nice simple bowl of oatmeal granola. The box, the delivery. Wait, what is flexitarian? hear that? Yeah, just Chris. Just Chris is fine? Okay. We'll keep it at that. I just want to make sure, because some of the usernames are put together in a punny and witty way. But Chris shall be Chris. So what the heck do they mean? Is flexitarian actually a word? Legitimately. Flexible vegetarian. Oh. I never knew that. Semi-vegetarian diet. Well, I mean, in a way that's being flexible, that in another way it's being budget friendly, because I mean, getting protein is kind of expensive at times. So that's actually pretty smart that they're like, hey, here's more on the vegetable side. That way you don't have to break the bank on getting protein stuff. And plus, getting fresh veggies and stuff, you really have to time it out every week. Especially if you have more than one person eating it. If not everything gets used, it would get thrown. So, if it is being thrown, there's always composting as an option. So, I mean, literally, I grew pumpkins in our backyard. All because I had, what was it? Old potatoes, eggshells, banana peels, and that was a good fertilizer base I could put with it. And the pumpkins did pretty well. Until the dogs decided to smash it, and I was like, no, and my hard work. But now it's in the dirt, and it's more fertile now, so I can grow flowers there. So, we got it. Oh, is the code not working for you? Oh, wait. So is the code working for one of those or both of those? Unless, of course, I misspelled it. Oh, no, it is working. Oh. That's it. I think I gatekeeped. That was my mistake. It was just being a little slow. Okay, so besides it being a little internet, a little funky, things are functioning. Which I do appreciate. They actually made the code say POG at the beginning. Even though the phrase has turned a new corner and become a little less well used. I've heard more people just go with simple GG instead of just saying POG. But again, I'm not really in the Fortnite community. That's where I would heavily hear it before. Unless people have turned to another game. I mean, there's Overwatch 2, but I'm not a fan of the whole you're required to use your phone to log in and play, so that just sits on the back burner until I get that fixed. Right, there is that Twitch emote, which I do not remember ever seeing. I guess I just see everyone's custom POG emote and not the generic one anymore. But HelloFresh is trying to keep with the lingo. They're trying to be cool with their fashion fresh meals. I guess they're just trying to explain veggie heavy diet. I mean, that bread actually looks good, and that, what is it? Is that artichokes on there? Yeah, that looks like artichokes, some tomatoes, a little crispy bread. Benefits. Plus, if you have some extra meat. Oh yeah, no more poggers, thank you. That's what's now it's morphed into, poggers. It is all good, Chris. Because really, my stream time was supposed to be a lot earlier. But I appreciate you popping in. I appreciate your little mentions and helping me double check that the actual commands were working too. So, take your rest, sleep, and whenever is the next time we actually pop in for stream, we'll see you there. Aw, nice to meet you too. Thank you. as I end that note on eating some more oatmeal. Ooh, wait. Is this gyro? Hold on. Because I think that's sweet potato bits. I mean, I can't tell from this photo if that's just crispy or not. But I'm curious if they have like a gyro recipe that comes up. And plus, the whole thing of picky eater approved. I'm grateful that they do give you that option, but it sucks that you have to be so particular with what items you put on the plate. And like, oh, we can't just cook it and be done. But again, I remember my sister, she was younger once, and she was like, I cannot have anything touching my foods. What a wild time. Any other little things that would explain? But what if I'm too busy to meal prep for a week? Huzzah! You're too busy to cook up your flexitarian meal. But you can choose to skip it, and you don't have to receive anything. And you can change the box or change the date of your delivery, which is a good benefit because, you know, when I had this during the start of college, sometimes I had to change my schedule because like, I've got to go take care of errands, or I've got to go to class, or I need to do any assortment of other activities besides be at home ready to cook. They were pretty prompt about like, okay, boop boop, log in, change your stuff, and come back. So then if you were getting like a Christmas gift with HelloFresh, and it's like, okay, don't worry, you still get this next box, it'll just skip over to the next week. That way you still get your money's worth out of it. And you're not stressing about having extra food sitting in the fridge not being used. I mean, if worse comes to worse, take the food, give it out to the homeless community. Nice, hot, fresh meal. Someone will appreciate it. Well, you know, just be like, hey, this has blah 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 in it, just so everyone's chill. Anything else? Because, like, seriously, they have so many links now compared to when I first looked at this. Food scripts, cooking, grocery. A grocery delivery service, what? Is that something else that they do now? What? Long lines at the crowded grocery stores and not really knowing what to cook. Which honestly, that's a huge thing because unless you're ready to commit to making that meal, you'd be like, I gotta find something that's versatile. Like, I always buy eggs. Eggs you can use with pretty much anything. Get tortillas, pasta noodles, tomato soup, cheese, meat, an assortment of different veggies, but then if you're not feeling anything you bought, then it's like, ooh, but I don't want to eat this jicama today, but then it will get wasted if you don't eat it, and you're like stressing. So I guess the online grocery delivery is the same premise. Save some serious money. What you mean? If you have like a month where it's like, hey, I know I'm gonna be at home, I know I'm gonna want to eat, or if you want to test out some culinary skills, this would be a great thing to try. Hey, I wanted to click on gift cards. What was that page about? Oh, wow. 75 feeds 2 people for 3 meals a week. That's actually pretty significant amount of food, hey. They're subject to gift card terms, but then you can send it, you can email it. You can even send 140, wow. And you can redeem it through here. That's actually a pretty decent kind of gift card if you don't know what to get someone, because they can just boop it in at any time, get some really cool meals. Maybe they have a fancy date and they want to impress them with cooking, but they don't know exactly what to cook without it being too generic or something. This would give them variety to work with. Ah, think we can move away from that for a bit, because I can look at food quite a bit. Ooh, I could get some ideas. I mean, if they have any more dessert stuff, would be interesting to see. All I saw was the cookies. If they have anything like yogurt or maybe something with pomegranate, something. Never know. Oops, I am flinging stuff out of my bowl. I just want to finish the food. Now let's see, we're at... Nothing's crashing on my side, so we're A-okay. Let's actually go into Disney. Why not? I mean, I've not picked up the game. I missed the game. I'd like to continue it. The quarry, I feel like, might require a bit more attention to it compared to daily items. So we will be Disney adults. Disney. Disney Dreamland. Wait, no, that's not even the right game. I just typed in plug it in. Oh, goodness. Alright, we can save that and let's boot up Disney. Because obviously it doesn't feel like a day I could start up the last door. It's a little too spooky and ominous. And I guess I'm just off-filtered since everything was crashing earlier when I figured it would just go off without a hitch. It's just like my technology. Set you up and grab Disney. Sorry, I had my controller plugged in, so hey, I'm ready on that point. Let's see, do I want credits? Oh no, I don't want to go. Let me leave. Let me leave. I don't need to see all the credits. Fresh, the sync. Honestly, we will just take the music away. That way it's quiet and I can continue to listen to a smooth jazz mix. Which apparently what's playing is Pompous, which is about to finish. So let's find out what next will play. Brushes. Okay, brushes it is. Ooh, and I mean, earlier on the stream that was crashing, I did talk about a painting that I created. And I still have 2 more boards I can paint on, so might as well do some more art. But this time, I will make sure to put some kind of like wax thing so we can get weird designs. You can sit up here. Because the only other thing is here is my like dragon earrings. I really needed to put them away, that way I don't lose them. So you're gonna sit up here, my watercolors. We will eat another scoop of this. Oh wait, whoa, that totally turned that up. I did not need that. I'm pretty sure the wintertime stuff is finished up, so I'm not gonna be too bummed out if I lose out on points. I did, in fact, pretty much play a heavy portion of this game during Halloween. Oh look, we have mail. What do we have to do here? Are you ready for the last sprint? Which... has that already passed, or is there still a week left on it? 39 hours? Okay, so pretty much it's the last stretch, but I have 60 points left. I could get the Stitch sticker. I could give myself some cute freckles. Could always buy more tokens too. Was there anything else cute that I wanted to acquire before it ends? I mean, this outfit looks pretty cute. Christmas mirror. Ooh, the rug is actually adorable. Ooh, a vest. That's actually a nice vest. Get a festive Merlin. The antlers, meh. Not too bummed if I missed out on that. Yeah, I'm not in a rush to collect anything. I already got my cute little outfit. Which means I should probably change out of it to something more themed. Right, I could just put back my original outfit. So it's this, that, in my very cute little backpack with the Spideys. Quest-wise, I left this on making sushi, which that's gonna require me to go fish again. Oh, I apparently need to go talk to Merlin. I will go find you then. Maps, where are you, Merlin? Oh, your house, perfect. Teleport away. Yeah, it's a little too dead silence. I'm gonna give it some sounds. Here, we'll stick you back here, keep that. Yeah, we'll leave it like this. That way I'm not... Wait, you're very loud, magical items. Merlin! What is it you want to talk to me about? Oh, yay, that gave me something. Merlin, Merlin, Merlin!
Oh, hello!
You must have heard me cry, Eureka! After my latest breakthrough, which hopefully this means you will give me the ability to finally remove the mushrooms. And...
Oh.
a regrettable incident. How would you turn a library, which in the most part is all dead, unliving, inanimate objects, into a living fungus? But again, magic is a very powerful thing, so proceed. But didn't I restart this and it crashed last time? A good kind of discovery or a bad kind of discovery? Okay. Yes, which we probably will need to acquire more if you're going to need a lot. I've proven myself correct. No concern with that. Wrist bend you got there. My hand can't even bend that far. Like, this is painful right now, trying to bend it this far. Hi, Merlin, either you have our... Wait, could someone bend their wrist even more if they're, like, double jointed? No. Because at a point, you have all the little purple little hand things there, but I don't know. Some people are flexible in ways I have never seen. Special elixirs. That doesn't sound like upgrading the watering can, though. Oh. Oh, you mean you're literally going to pour this stuff onto it and it will magically enhance it. That's what we're meaning. Okay. But you're saying there's for 3. What about my watering can?
Mustn't stay in the sun, dear. Terrible for the complexion.
What what have you got for my pickaxe? I mean, I'm ready to try them out. Why would I need to talk to you about it? Just douse it on there. Or ingredients. Potentially better upgrades if I continue to finkle about with things. Even more miraculous. Okay, Merlin. 1, 2. Oh, you are giving me them all. Alright, well, it's complete, so
I prefer not to take it off.
what do you want me to do exactly? Just activate it? Just like click on it? That was it? Just make it glow. Oh, it's a varnish. Uh-huh. So, I activated it, so does the watering can work for that purpose now? I absolutely forgot my controls.
Are you sure you're strong enough to handle yourself out here?
Mother Gothel, stop it. I will figure out my buttons in just a second. There we go. Just go test it now? It didn't work. Okay, well. Oh, I'm like, what the heck is this noise? And my dog's literally dragging her nails across the board for some reason. Like, okay, spooky. Is it really crapping out on me again? No. We'll leave it be for the moment, that way it can fix itself. Because it was going green earlier and now it bugged out. Unless, of course, the game itself is making it bug. Let's test one thing. How else could you be bugging out? Enjoy the vibes, the music as we figure out. Oh, so it did? Because now it's letting me know I'm live, so did it drop me for a moment? Power... What a problem that it wants to be a butt all of a sudden. Weird. And we'll proceed on, because we're here for doing daily tasks. You will hear me talk about what we are trying to accomplish, which apparently there are some vials of different varnishes we need to create. Sure, we had the basic miracle growth, but there is a bait for even more miraculous. But it doesn't tell me. Oh no, it does tell me. I just need to acquire a whole bunch of dreamlight. Apparently some red-green seaweed? Ah, this stuff's gonna be a little tricky to find because I've yet to acquire this stuff. Now, quest-wise, we have a whole bunch of rebuilding stuff. Kind of boring. I don't really want to craft the area. I don't see the big point. But I'd like to pursue and try to get this whole Ursula quest to finish up. her character's interesting. She's clearly has her abilities and her contract she puts in place, so she's not technically the bad guy. It's just more of people not reading the fine print and understanding that there's consequences of receiving everything you want without bippity bop magic in the background. So we should probably actually go fish then. That would be actually the smarter thing for me to do right now. And we have an enhanced fishing pole, so things are a little bit more powerful. Go and harvest it. That way we can continue on and grab some fishies. You just hanging out here. Hi. Goodbye. Now where are some bubbly tracks to catch some fish from? Oh, but we missed a little. I don't think that's gonna count. Oh, I missed. How did I do so poorly? I'm sorry, Scar. I don't know how to fish, apparently. Wee! Don't miss it, don't miss it. Wah! Oop-a-da! Wee-pa! reason. Okay. Now I know. Oh wait, we could actually go into... Yeah, why not? Let's just go into the other game that I have that's been sitting on here. Pardon me a second. That way this stuff doesn't fly away on me. Okay, so while that loads up... Where are you? Where are you? We're trying to click on things that were here at the first, and now they've disappeared on me. Well, this is application. No, I think I need to open another folder. We'll find out in like 2 seconds when it does or doesn't want to comply with me. Because it's making question marks. You can be on intermission. That's not what I wanted to click on. Aha, it was this other folder. Application, yes, that is what we need. So we can go back to here. Ooh, what a lovely little sound. Oh wait, this is an icon. Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. We got things being productive. We can play Shiraoka because this got dropped real quickly. Shira. Shiraoka. Excellent, you are functioning, you're working. I don't think anything else is throttling to my side. Plunk you here, plunk that. Yeah, it's giving me the green now. Well, maybe today's just not a good day for my online games. Too much battling it out. And pretty much... Can I... full reset? You know, I probably have to do the uninstall, but why don't we just start a new game? That way we can explain the details, because this game is heavy on the use of time loop. And especially because it's set in a high school setting, you're going through quite a bit of your school year building up and correcting. We fall in love with a ghost today? Well, actually, there is a few Otome games I know of that you fall in love with ghost creatures. Though they're kind of short games I've seen. Is there an actual legit long game where you fall in love with a ghost? You've made me curious, Kudu. Actually going to look at that. You don't get to look at the background. Ghost Otome game. Ghost Love. Oh, of course, with gotcha games, there was one. Office Love. What? Speed dating for Ghost. Apparently, there is one. What is this? Hold on. I'm actually kind of curious about this. Just gonna close you, pop you open. Branching dialogue, hard choices, a cemetery's worth of phantoms, wraiths, and poltergeists looking for love in all the blight places. Dang, this came out in 2018. Very fitting. It came out the day before Valentine's. I've never seen this before. Let's click on it. Let's see how it goes. And goes. Oh. 14. Dang. You get 14 different people to chat with and be like, hey, blight places. More laughs. Party animal. Tears when be saddened. Oh. No. Oh. Mothballs? Oh, wait. What? I mean, this is one of the track. Oh, doggy! Face your demons in. I like that. A friggin' pamphlet. A free expansion, dang. I'm intrigued. I mean, this is like only a $6 game. That's not bad. Only got 2 videos. Well, it said 10, so I guess the free expansion gave you 4 more ghosts to appeal to. They have such... The shark? Turn him in. Turn him in. Was he a criminal? Flattery? Okay. So kind of expand upon the different people. There, you could get the soundtrack, which was actually pretty soothing. Have you ever wanted to have deep, meaningful conversations with a smoldering poltergeist, which terrorized rich men in Vegas? That actually doesn't sound too bad. Hello, Jack Raven. I'm doing well. We're trying to play Disney and things, but we could see something in my internets was just not wanting to function with a lot of my online games, so we moved over to Shiraoka, and Tudu answered a interesting question about ghosts falling in love. Good point. Well, is it really a dog, or is it a poltergeist that's pretending to be a dog to lure in victims? I mean, I've never seen... You know, if you look clearly in the darkness, my dog is sleeping and her face is hidden away. Anyways, whole thing of being so cute. Yeah, dogs all go to heaven, but it could be a sneaky thing, because I see point shop thing. Unless there's a stream achievement with the doggo. Don't see anything about the dog for an achievement, so maybe they're just there to be there. Full-fledged date. Text adventure. Apparently we get to have bonus weirdos. Oh, some dates might turn ugly. I mean, the whole thing, that shark creature being able to turn them in. Oh, look at that. There we go. If I had just continued reading. How about a ghost dog looking for his owner? And then it just 360s and go, or maybe you'd rather rob a bank. Okay. So I'm assuming we could find companionship with the ghost dog, and we could be like, I'll be your new owner in the afterlife. Because for one, the floating activities a ghost dog can do compared to a non-floating dog. Different time periods. We get to learn how about they died. We could learn to help them find peace. We have to get them to open up about themselves. Find out if they even like us. A vengeance, compassion, despair, mischief. Well, obviously, frank discussions about death and its consequences, which would be both funny and dark. Apparently, they got some nominees and winner. Bravo. Oh, just hi. You wookie up. Baby baby. Got a little fluffy baby. Sleepy baby. Yes, anytime they show stuff like with dogs, I always now just preemptively get terrified if it's gonna have some hurt feeling or dark backstory. Always concerning. What is the last time was from John Wick? What was it? I mean, obviously, like you said, Tudu, all dogs go to heaven. I remember that freaking movie. Torturous to watch that, but it was a sweet movie, but it was a bittersweet at the same time. It was both the first movie and the sequel. Messes with ya. Let's see. I think we looked at the ghost stuff. I will save this for later so I can look up this game. Oh yeah, there was the other ghost game. Of course. Choice Base, an Atomy game you can get on the Google Play and Apple Store. Oh, there's literally only two people. Either the dead guy or the alive guy. Uh-oh. At 22 years old, you have a new job, a new life, and a handsome work partner to boost. You're finally ready to move on. Dun dun dun! Surprise! Kyle returns as a ghost. Do you relive your past, or do you move forward? I mean, if you're stuck as a ghost, you're stuck as a ghost unless this character is going to take over someone else's body. Because not everyone can see the ghost, and the ghost can't protect you unless they have abilities to be telekinetic. Right. Telekinesis. Telekinetic? I'm probably saying the word wrong. Teleparty. What is that? Oh, telemundo. Telekinesis. Telekinetic. Psychic ability to allow a person to influence the physical system. So I was telekinesis. Anyways, let's move away from that because I'm gonna get sucked into it and go to the game that we freaking put the tag on, but what was it? We began this game, I knew, March or April of this past year. So it would just be smarter to just start over in the beginning, because the amount of information that comes from just the literal prologue of this game is a lot. So let's begin our new game. That way we can clear the data and start fresh with I was such a loser in high school. No friends, girls paid no attention to me, and hardly everyone knew my name. Too late to study, and just squeaked by. It was a miracle I even graduated. When the time came, I didn't bother to apply. What was the point? But that is why I'm here. Pedestrian job. No worth. No life to look forward to. With the glass at the bar I go to every night. Drinking away the sorrows, the remnants and regret. And drinking. Alcoholism, yay! I wonder if things could have turned out differently for me. Maybe if I just tried a little harder in high school. Made a friend. Anything to change my fate. But what is the point? It has all been said and done. Every night, the bartender kicks me out and I stumble home in a daze. One too many, pop back. Sink into a dreamless slumber, only to be disrupted by the morning alarm. But they drag themselves to work with a bad hangover and a rotten mood. It repeats. But it wasn't the usual day this time. It burns. I'm on fire. I love the music. Please, it's just a cold, the doctor tells me. Have some medicine, have some bed rest. A day or two is going to turn into a lot more days. Why do I feel so hot? I'm melting into an inferno. Nightmares in the mundane. Demons haunt, begging at your brain, filtering every thought with fear. Sense of time and space slip away from me. Days melt into each other, nights into years. Fitfully around the blankets, just a pupa breaking from its chrysalis. And finally, the heat subsides. Clarity arrives to me. What a headache. It sounded more like you were dying. Ew. Yo. And why are we in, like, fluffy pajamas? Oh yeah, good point. The whole thing I just talked about, there's time travel. I'm so dizzy. You rub your eyes groggily and glance at the calendar. It's May 2nd. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be rubbing my eye. I put makeup on. I mean, if it's been 4 days, have you not consumed any water? Doo-doo. I would be terrified if we just turned into a bug creature. It would start a very interesting plot if we would suddenly become a bug thing that went back in time to destroy everything. What is this? Okay, so now it won't keep jumping ahead. Yes, Tudu. You had it on tape. God, it was such a good movie to have. It had such a cute cover to it. I do wonder if you can find it. Now I'm actually curious about this too. All dogs go to heaven. Like, where could I watch this currently? Dang, it came out 1989. It's wild. Where can you okay, I see it. There was a musical apparently that came out. Huh. Rotten Tomatoes really giving it a 44%? That's a lie. Where could you watch it? That's what I want to know. Streaming. Give me the answer. can watch it through Amazon, Vudu, Apple TV. Oh yeah, there was even that Christmas version to it too. My gosh. Oh, apparently it's on Roku and HBO. Heh, never knew, never knew. Anyways, we got through that. I'm gonna take a few more spoonfuls of my oatmeal. Takes forever to chew all this. Good gosh. I'm sitting here having a full-length competition to finish. Oh, there's almonds in this. I forgot I put almonds. I was like, what is that? Ooh. I swear I only put berries in here, but apparently put almonds and cranberries in here too. Oh yeah, another thing to preface. I have no idea where you would be able to safely buy or play Shiraoka in this day and age. Because it actually took me several Google searches to find this game again to play on my PC. Because originally, I got this game on Mac. And that code no longer works. And even when you look up the original website for this game, it's not really there. So maybe the fact they couldn't keep posting their website and now it just disappeared, which is a little sad because they put a lot of time and effort in the game. There's a lot of voice acting, there's a lot of hand-drawn animation, and being a branching game where you have different people, you're learning about their character, you're going through a school year bit by bit with this time travel mechanic as well. It's a very big game for what they put together. And it kind of sucks that there's not an easy way to relocate the game to promote it still. But I mean, if you ever want to play the game, I do know where to find it. But again, I don't want to promote that too much because then it's undermining their payment system because I would like them to earn money still on the game. It'd be good if they could promote this game back onto Steam to play. Maybe. Fingers crossed at some point. Anyways, there's an angel in the room. Just hanging out after we potentially died from our illness from 4 days of not somehow consuming water. And we're still alive somehow. And you can see the fluffy baby. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, you're just in the darkness. I know you're so cute. Anyways, there's an angel. Maybe the fever was so bad I died. Why am I still in my room? Maybe heaven is just your room. Could just be that. And I mean, not every line of dialogue is voiced, but what is voiced, it sounds very crisp and clear. They did a good job picking voices that fit the character and getting it to come out clearly and ability to hear it clearly. It wasn't mumbled. I hallucinate well. Seemed to me. Or to herself. She doesn't seem to notice me yet. I mean, her back is turned unless you're assuming this angel has eyes in the back of their head. Hello, little angel. I might be dead. Just be like, yo, you there. Or just, hi, sorry to bother you. And you get to see some of the animation.
Oh, I didn't hear you come in.
I'm delighted when I hear this music, so I give it a few seconds to hear it. A little magicalness. Oh yeah, I should probably actually change the title. We can't be Disney adults in this. I mean, time traveling. Time traveling. Time traveling high schoolers. Beautiful title. We're in high school. Whee! Preschool, why is it saying? Time traveling high school. There we go. Easy peasy title. We just appeared before her.
That's right. Satsuko? Sorry, it's been such a long time since I've been around someone. I had to think for a moment there.
Him? Just like point blank, you just been booted off into time. It's impossible. Like, chill out. We are not made of anything, really. Ah, the music's so entertaining in the background. It's delightful, it's happy, and it's a little baby Bengi. Oh, who's your baby Bengi? Who's your baby Bengi? That's right, it's your buddy. Wiggle, wiggle those ears. Wiggle, wiggle those ears. Whee! Whee! I know you're adorable. Very cute. Very fluffy. You precious. Oh, she looks so tiny in the screen. Riley, in TV form, you are so tiny. You're just like a little chipmunk in comparison to size. I know. Okay, so I'll be back in a second, because obviously she wants to go outside. Give us a second, we shall return. You gotta scoop, Riley, so I can turn the chair. Good scoops. Shut up. need my slippers. So it's gonna take me a little bit longer. So I might as well put a posted message on that. Baby. Babysit for like a few minutes. That took a little bit longer than anticipated for all the shenanigans that just dropped down. I mean, my sister just needed to step away. I was like, hey, let me just watch little baby. Because pretty much he was just need to be fed. He's just taking another naps. We good. But I have the little monitor on the side here in case you hear little squeaky baby sounds. I mean, he's pretty much at the era where it's just being a baby. Because I just changed his diaper, he good on that, ate, and now it's just nap time again. Just that full cycle. And I do think we already hit that other mark, so I do need to talk about some more things about HelloFresh to stay on track about it. So that requires me to be on this one. Perfect. It loaded up perfectly. I mean, I do actually remember on Instagram, I think I posted one time when I made food from this. If I could find that picture, that'd be a great example. Why is this a different price yet again? Or maybe I just clicked on something different. Either way, inexpensive. So now the question is, do I have that picture the time I actually was really super proud of food I made from HelloFresh? I mean, it was a bit ago. Still. Ah, here it is. The time I was super proud of something I never had tried making before. And I was like, hey, let me give it a shot. And this was delicious, though. This was the one time there was actually legitimately spicy stuff in the HelloFresh. So I made the dumb mistake of putting poblanos, wiping it into my eye. So yeah, I spent that time cooking, being like, ugh. But honestly, it was delicious. This was when I made it in like 2017. I mean, they're still going strong from 2017 when I made this the last time. Delicious food. I think it's the convenience of I can stop the delivery and go on to the next week. There, little sir. Swiggling. We good, we good. What was it? What we made? Longies, which would had carrots. There was ground beef, poblanos, noodles. And this was a meal, from what I remember, that was meant for like 4 or 5 people. Because like at that time I got a good discount for buying for the consumption of like 4 people for like 6 recipes. Well, this was a smart thing to go with at the time. Just close that out. Honestly, I mean, even every single time I've ordered, or people who have ordered from affiliates, like when my mother would buy it, there was never an issue with it arriving to the correct address. Because where I currently live, we've had so many different packages just disappear without a trace. But at least I know HelloFresh would actually get the address correct, so I feel confident in that regard. Plus, I haven't really looked at this section about the whole fit and wholesome thing. So I do wonder how good the recipes are if you're like calorie counting or if you have keto in your diet. That I would be very curious about. Ooh, sirloin cherry shallot sauce. Wow. That's something upscale. Let's see. Recipe, dietary lifestyle. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? There was the flexible vegetarian, the meal planning guide. And they have a specific thing for if you live in New York City. Oh wow, they have meal kits for new parents. Aw, that's actually a nice little thing too. I mean, parenthood is tough, and especially if you're trying to go in the cycle with how babies sleep and wake up. Eating would be kind of difficult if you don't have it already planned out or have it at home already, because especially trying to go to a grocery store and not having a babysitter be pretty stressful. Let's see. Meal plans. That looks very fun. Like a whole salad, which I'm assuming has cranberries, apples, walnuts. And I'm assuming that's sweet potato or carrots. Or it could be mangoes as well. One of the things. Do the meal kits require previous cooking skills? I mean, the previous cooking skills that you would need in any case. Ability to set a timer or check. What you doing in there? Still cool, be cool. Alright, but what? Like cooking skills, ability to either check timers, set timers, understanding how to read cook temperature times, like if you're cooking chicken or fish or something. Knowing that you can't step away too long from the oven or pan if you're sauteing or simmering something. Understanding that you may have to taste test to see if it's just right. An ability to use a knife and cutting board to cut up items. Peeling. Having a reasonable workspace to cook in. Having the basic set of cooking materials like a pot, a pan, a cooking spoon or fork. Maybe having a spatula or a flipper, a fryer. The thing you can scrape off for pancakes and things, that kind of thing. Or having tongs. I can't think of like what other, like what are cooking skills? How about we answer that question? Making stock, which not everyone needs to know how to make stock, because the wonders of going to the store, they'll have it in a box already. Sanitation, that's a smart thing to understand. Cleaning your greens, that way all the dirt and anything else is washed away and it's fresh and crisp. I mean, knife skills, obviously. I mean, this is from if you're cooking like a chef. I'm looking for basic. Every skills, every cook should know. Young adults should learn. How about that? Properly cooking pasta. Making sure it's not undercooked, it's not overcooked, it's not too gooey and runny, and it's not crunchy. And making sure you don't douse it in salt. Oh my god. People would be a little too friendly with tilting that salt bottle over. Making sure the sauce, that you don't reduce it too much, that you have enough to use for covering the item you're cooking with. And again, not too salty. hot breakfast. I mean, understanding how to cook it so you're able to streamline preparing. In scrambling, being able to cook without burning items so you don't have to clean as much afterwards. That's a good point. No, cocktail thing is only if you like want to be a bartender or if you want to have drinks at every party. Understanding how to cook things all at once in comparison to cooking things in multiple different pans. Smart thing to understand. Prepping meals, that way things are ready to go, like defrosting before you need it ready. Letting things sit and marinate so it soaks in the flavor long enough. Overnight prep, or having someone do the prep ahead of time so when you arrive you're able to just start cooking. Roasting vegetables, understanding what's overcooked, wilted, the right temperature in order to bring out the crispy crunch or the steamed quality to some veggies. Properly using a knife, making sure you don't chop up your fingers every time. Food safety. Yeah, kind of that thing. In which, from what I remember, all the HelloFresh stuff was already like chopped and everything else. If you wanted to add anything, that'd be extra you do on the side. I mean, it would already be there, ready to go, and you would just kind of like throw it in a pot or pan and you're just there to watch it cook. America's #1 meal kit. So I can't think of another company that does this kind of delivery service in the same fashion for as long as it's been around. You get the recipes, you get a beautiful little pamphlet as well to prep everything too. There's the little extra fine print if you need that. There's apparently they have a podcast promotion. What? Let's see. Oh, do they have meal delivery for seniors as well? It'd be actually kind of convenient if they have that explained. Which, that's another thing. Someone who may be at home because now they've retired, that's a good way to bring the family together. Like, hey, grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunt, niece, nephew, whoever it is. You're cooking together. That's a nice way to enjoy each other's company and stay focused on the task. And I mean, everyone has different families. Some can't stand the family members. Some really enjoy them. I don't get to experience that with grandparents anymore because both sides, they're gone. But it would be nice if I had that time to actually cook meals with them and learn their secrets and their recipes that they've passed down or have learned. And especially if it's delivered, though, if it's being delivered to senior home, I think it came in a box. So now it's a question, would they be able to have some kind of easy lifting grip thing to bring it inside? That's the only drawback I could see on that part, where if someone has arthritis or if they have a bad back. But I mean, since you have it directly describe the date and time it would arrive, it would be an easy way to set up some help to get it in. I mean, there's ways around it. And plus the different, like, low calorie. So if they need to watch what they're eating and be like, oh, I can only eat this or eat that. And especially if they need softer food. There's things to design the personal preferences. Didn't really look at the kid-friendly meals. Because again, I'm not really going to eat the basics. I'm going to try the more varieties, like the gourmet things. It'd be like, let's try this fancy steak, or create a variety of pastas, or spicy chicken. Anything I didn't like count on the last time? 'Cause there's a lot to keep reading about and looking over the recipes and what they've done in the past. Which actually, why don't we do that? Like, what kind of Korean recipes could you make that they've done in the past before? They've got beef. They definitely have quite a bit of beef right here. I guess they have two different versions of the same bowl, but still pickled cucumbers, sriracha crema over jasmine rice. They've got chicken thighs and kimchi sauce, tacos, beef tacos, kimchi hot sauce. Ooh, kimchi hot sauce burrito. Okay. Clever way to change it up for something different, but you still get a delicious meal that sounds similar to something you've had before, but a nice infusion. I'll be back in a second. Everything's all good in there. And from what I'm seeing for all the total times with any of the food, they're pretty much 30 minutes or less, which most food is going to take that if you even go out to eat or get it delivered. So I just will have it at home where you can do whatever you want with it and cook it at your own pace. Hello, Jack Raven. I know you popped in earlier, but then we got distracted by suddenly had to run away to do babysitting. How are you doing? I think you popped in when we talked about all dogs go to heaven. Yeah. That you're just hanging? Do appreciate. Oh wow, they actually have tags, so they let you know if it's supposed to be spicy. I mean, they say it has kimchi hot sauce, but is it really gonna be that spicy? Right, the scene page for the ghosts, apparently, that you can fall in love with or repent for them or make them find companionship in the afterlife. Oh, look at that. It actually even gives you flour tortillas. It gives you... That is a good thing, too. It lets you know, like, hey, you're gonna need these other items, but they're not gonna come included with the delivery. And it lets you know what kind of utensils that you may want to have on hand. So before purchasing any of these boxes, you're gonna go, do I already have vegetable oil? Do you have butter? Do you have pepper on hand? And like, do you have a strainer? It's a good thing to keep in mind. Beautiful little sets of pictures. You add the carrots and you zest them about in there. Oh, you put the lime zest with the carrots. Oh, look at that. Ah, what are we doing? Why are we trying to do feedback? I don't know what buttons we're going to be clicking. Your song advertising. Like handling how to advertise, or that you're trying to promote your song out to more people and kind of do that network stuff. I do need to remove that little box. Ah, yeah, that's gonna be challenging because how you word it, how you describe it, the different people you talk to. Some people are gonna be enthusiastic about, hey, new music, or they're gonna be skeptical. Gotta find the best medium to present it in. But seriously, good luck to that. I mean, it's the new year. People are looking for new things to listen to, or they're gonna try and repeat old habits. But if anything, find different venues you can play your music at, or different media that will play your song for you, so people will remember it and be like, oh, I associate this song with this feeling. It's tough work, but for the production of your music, I really hope it takes off. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about in HelloFresh at this moment. I mean, beef and veggie. Ooh, meatballs with ginger rice. That is something we have to appreciate, though. They give you many different options for rice. You don't have to just have one bland rice. You have ginger rice, basmati rice, jasmine rice, cauliflower rice. There's so many rices to pick from. I'm impressed by this. And they have two different versions. You can have a veggie version or a beef version. Apparently this is a calorie smart, which pretty much it's 200 calories less than the beef version, which... What is making the difference between the beef itself or maybe different toppings or add-ons they're putting in the different versions of this? No. And obviously, we could talk about their sustainability. Because they want to make sure people are meet the team, constantly trying to innovate different things of how they're packaging it, presenting the food, the social impact of food insecurity. Because meals with meanings and beyond the box to address the issues head on. Responsible sourcing, so you can learn about where they're getting their food from, the suppliers. Obviously, exploring the plans, talking about reducing the carbon footprint of farm to table. The whole thing of all the boxes, you're supposed to be able to recycle once you're done and ready with like taking everything out of its boxes. And they're pretty sturdy boxes though. So you could always use them for, like, packing if you need to take them somewhere. What was it, Jack Raven? Oh, a little trailer. Fair. Lyric videos actually do really well if they're snapped together and people are like, ooh, I like the words of the song. Because what was it? You had shown the other one for the Little Nas, and it was pretty... catch your eye. Well, with all the different video platforms out there to create it, I'm sure it's gonna look good. It's just a matter of getting through the noise wall of other stuff that's going down. The grunge. Okay. Neat. Even if it's doesn't fit that, you can still have grunge still catch and appeal the eye, even if it's not very flashy. Matter of the whole thing you were doing earlier, where you're trying to get it in the right hands to the right people who will spread it like wildfire. Oh yes, I mean the biggest thing about it, food waste. Because they want to make sure the food you're buying from the store is actually being used and it doesn't get left out. And apparently you have an app, which I'm assuming you can change your deliveries on there, have recipes on hand in case you're like cooking it at someone else's house. I mean, it would be actually a good party favor to give if you want to have a cooking party. You can look at the corporate sales, partnership, the health center. You can work with them. There's different affiliates, influencers. There's a group. Apparently there's different careers you can click on. I'm assuming this hero discount is for like maybe military and EMTs and stuff. But what about delivery options? What's in there? Talking about the different types, the different, like, look at this. There's a lot of different ways you can figure out what will fit with your certain plans. And gives you, look, apparently Atlanta, Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles. They have a lot of home-based areas for delivery. Denver. And that's why they had that NYC one too. Look at that. Polished perfection. Any others? I mean, there's so much I have not even clicked on yet and looked at. And apparently there's cheap meal kits. There's the newsroom, prepping guide, so you can understand how to do prepping ahead of time, too. Let's see. I mean, obviously, their Instagram will have lots of pretty pictures about the food and what they've provided for everyone. Working? Yeah. Delicious recipes. Christmas. What's your word of the year? Snacks. Now, what was it you said, Jack Raven? I saw the worn paper look. Ooh. Having it like the magazine cut out, like, I know it's dark, but the whole thing of ransom notes, it would look edgy and stand out from the rest. And you can make a move in different motions. You could have the paper tearing around it. You could have fire burn it. Have it crumple up into like a little water paper and thrown. Blowing in the wind. Have it being stomped or like fall into water too. Having the ink dissipate. Got some options to work with. Hey, you're good. It's just interesting to hear about it a bit by bit. And even it's just a wonder of like, maybe something that you think about here, you'll, soundboard it off and be like, look at that. You've created a new idea to work with. I mean, this would actually be like, HelloFresh would be good if you're wanting to teach your kids how to cook too, since it is picture based. That way they learn soon enough so they don't burn food when they're later in life. Lizzie McGuire eating the cookies. Take some good photos of these. Hey. What time is it? So it's about to be 6. Yeah, that does wrap up my time. 7 to 6 to 7 to 8 because I'm ready to get there from 7 to 8. Because I have activities are going on later today, so I'm trying to time out myself. And I still need to put the laundry away. Oh my god. Sure, I started trying to say I was gonna play Shirooka, but it did not turn out that way. Maybe it's a game I need to play recorded, because it takes a while to build up the story. Not everything worked, but I did get to try Disney, got to chat a bit. We can always revisit it. But I think I'm gonna have to end stream, because I was supposed to be done a little bit earlier today, but with everything crashing and stuff, it just wasn't going with the flow. Then I need to paste these 2 videos together for later. So, I'm gonna head out. Today was Wednesday, which is obviously not my usual time to stream, but I will be here next Tuesday. Unlike this week where I just absolutely forgot the time. Tuesday at 12 is the best time unless I boot it up to 10. Kind of depends. But I appreciate that, Jack Raven. And I do hope your music's work does come together and you're able to make a good lyric video. It'll be fun to see it. So, have a good rest of your day, everybody. And hopefully I'll continue with this promotion, sponsorship, Well, I mean, I'm very new to this, so it's not being very hellish, the presentation. But have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.